Hi, I'm really glad we're meeting today. This first supervision meeting is meant to go over expectations, so we're both clear about ethics, legal responsibilities, and how supervision will be structured throughout your internship. My goal is to create a supportive and transparent supervisory relationship while also meeting California Board of Behavioral Sciences requirements. So the COA-MFTE supervision standards and the AAMFT Code of Ethics.
Thank you. I appreciate having clear expectations from the start.
Absolutely. First, I want to clarify my role. As your supervisor, I hold ethical and legal responsibility for the clinical services you provide. That means I'm responsible for ensuring client safety, ethical practice, and that your work stays within your scope of training under California law. Clients must be informed that you are a trainee or associate and that supervision is occurring, including my name as your supervisor. Any ethical concerns, mandated reporting issues, or high risk situations need to be brought to supervision immediately. You are not expected to manage those situations on your own.
That makes sense. How often will supervision take place?
So, supervision will take place weekly in alignment with the California BBS requirements. You'll receive individual supervision each week, and there may also be group supervision depending on scheduling. Supervision may include case consultation, live supervision, and review of audio or video recordings when appropriate. Now, this supervision structure is intentionally designed to meet the COA MFTE standards, which requires regular supervision, direct observation of clinical work, and ongoing evaluation to ensure supervisee competence and client safety. Supervision is both supportive and evaluative. That means we'll focus on your growth and learning while also monitoring clinical competence and ethical decision making.
How will my development be structured over the year?
So, this is a really great question. Over the first year, supervision will follow a developmental plan aligned with the MFT core competencies. Early on, we will focus on foundational skills such as ethics, documentation, informed consent, joining, and systemic assessment. At this stage, I'll take a more teaching oriented role. As you progress, supervision will shift towards an integration of theory, cultural responsiveness, and more complex case conceptualization. Later in the year, supervision becomes more consultative, supporting greater autonomy while I continue to monitor client welfare and ethical practice.
How will my clinical skills be evaluated?
This is another really good question. So, we use a structured observation form to evaluate clinical skills. This form looks at areas such as joining, tracking, interactional patterns, assessment, questioning techniques, interventions, and systemic thinking. Skills are rated on a scale from 0 to 5, ranging from not required to creative and flexible use of skills. We will review this form together so that feedback is clear and collaborative. The goal isn't perfection. The goal here is growth and consistency over time.
Will there be a formal training plan?
Yes, at the start of supervision, we will develop a written supervision training plan. This plan includes your supervision start date, estimated completion estimated completion timeline based on the California BBS requirements, your client population, expected caseload, and weekly supervision hours. We will also track when client contact hours and supervision hours are expected to be completed and anticipate when your application packet will be ready for submission to the Board of Behavioral Sciences. If anything changes along the way, we document and adjust the plan together.
Is there a supervision contract as well?
Yes, and that's a very important part of our work together. At the beginning of supervision, we will complete a written supervision contract. This contract outlines the roles and responsibilities of both supervisor and supervisee, the frequency and format of supervision, expectations for case preparation, documentation, documentation requirements, limits of confidentiality within supervision, evaluation procedures, and how concerns or grievances will be addressed. The supervision contract helps ensure transparency, supports ethical practice, and clearly defines accountability for both of us in alignment with the AAMFT approved supervisor handbook and ethical guidelines.
How do I track my supervision hours?
So you will maintain a supervision log. And this supervision log documents the date, number of hours, type of supervision, and my initials. This includes individual supervision, group supervision, live supervision, and case consultation, as well as any time spent reviewing audio or video recordings. We will review your logs regularly to ensure accuracy and compliance. These logs are required for licensure and must be kept current.
That all sounds really clear. Is there anything else I should know?
Just one more important point. A strong supervisory relationship is very essential. I encourage open communication, questions, and feedback. If something isn't working for you or if you feel unsure about anything, supervision is the place to address it. My role is to support your development while also fulfilling my ethical responsibility as a gatekeeper for the profession.
Thank you. I feel really supported and clear on what to expect.
You're very welcome, and I'm very much looking forward to working together and supporting your growth into a competent and ethical marriage and family therapist.